Hello guys, this is Movie Lover and welcome to this Movie Lover world. Hi friends, today I'm going to explain a movie called Dream Lover. The movie begins. We are presented with the key character of this movie. Ray is a successful architect and he is in court now because now he was divorcing his wife. Ray had come to know that his wife was having an affair with another man and that was why he was offering a divorce to her. Then after getting divorced he parties with his friends here. All the buddies encourage Ray to find a good girl, marry her, and settle down in his life. Then a few days later his pal Norman visits Ray's office. He came here to beg Ray to lend him some money. Ray also lends him some money. Before leaving, Norman invites Ray to a party where he plans to introduce Ray to a woman. Then Ray goes to that party. This party is an art gallery opening party, and then here comes Ray and he meets the girl whom Norman was meant to introduce. Then he talks to that girl, then Ray does not like that girl. Then he starts departing from there by manufacturing an explanation that only then he collides with a female named Lena and wine falls on Lena's dress. This angers Lena and she talks angrily to Ray. A few days after this encounter, Ray sees Lena in a grocery store. Lena recognizes Ray when she sees him, and then she apologizes to Ray for that day and tells him that I overreacted that day. Actually, I wanted to impress an artist. That's why I wore that dress, but that artist turned out to be a nasty man. And then saying sorry, Lena goes to the cash desk. Here Ray also arrives behind him at the same pay booth. Then he asks her out on a date and then head to a restaurant for a date. Then both of them chat a lot there. And then Ray drops Lena off at his apartment. A few days later Ray visits Lena's apartment. Here Lena declares her love for Ray to him and then the two became acquainted. After this the relationship between these two starts. From here Lena reveals her sadness to Ray. After getting intimate she states that in childhood my mom used to beat me a lot and now everyone wants to get me for my beauty. On hearing this Ray reminds her that I am not like that and I love you very much. Then after a few days both Ray and Lena get married to each other. And after a few days they also had a child. Both are pretty happy together. Then once again when Lena goes to a restaurant to eat supper with Ray, a Sapphire lady approaches Lena and calls her by the name Cece. Hearing this Lena tells the lady that my name is not Cece but Lena. Maybe you have confused me for someone else. The lady thinks that she has some misunderstandings. As a result she departs from there. After this Lena informs Ray that this has occurred to her many times. Maybe there's a girl named Cece who looks just like me. A few years have gone by like this, and once Ray comes back home from work he catches Lena talking to someone in a particularly appealing way. Seeing this Ray thinks that she is talking to a boy, so he asks Lena, who are you talking to? Hearing this Lena responds, I am talking to my buddy who has a fight with her spouse. On the same night Ray also tries to get intimate with Lena, but Lena doesn't get intimate with him. Now Ray starts to sense that Lena is having an affair with another man, so he communicates with his friend about it too. Once Ray encounters the assistant of one of his clients. By talking to that assistant Ray comes to know that the assistant also studied at the same college where Lena used to study. On realizing this Ray asks her whether she knows Lena. Then the assistant says that no, she does not know her, and she explains that the president of our college died of a heart attack on stage while giving the talk. Then when Ray arrives home he informs Lena that he met a girl from your college. Then when Ray questions Lena about the president's heart attack event, Lena narrates the story very differently, prompting Ray to conclude that Lena lied to her and that she never attended that college. Now Ray's skepticism rises even higher. And then the next morning while Lena goes to the bathroom Ray searches for Lena's purse. From the handbag he finds a hotel key card, but this time Lena comes over there and she sees her purse in Ray's palm. Seeing this Ray tells him that I did not have the cash. That's why I was looking for cash in your purse. After this Ray goes to Lena's hometown on the premise of a work trip. Here he inquires about Lena from numerous people but no one knows anything about Lena. But then a man recognizes Lena. After seeing her photo the man tells Ray that this girl's name is Cece and she is my ex. The man further assures Ray that Lena is typically with him. She used to declare that she would marry a rich man and then walk away with all his money. Ray seems pretty pleased to hear this. After this he takes Lena's parents' address from that guy and then he goes to meet Lena's parents. When Lena's parents see her, they recognize Ray. That is, Lena is still connected to her parents here. Ray understands that Lena's parents are fairly fantastic and that Lena used to remark that her mother used to beat her in her childhood. It was a lie. After this, Ray also arrives home with Lena's parents. When Lena sees her parents here, she is profoundly astonished. After this, Ray asks Lena in private, "Why did you lie to me?" Then Lena says that if I lived in the place where I used to inhabit, I would have been imprisoned for the rest of my life and married the man you met. And so I got out of that small community and shifted to the city and changed my name. Then that night they get intimate, and then Lena tells Ray that she was terrified that if you came to know my reality you would leave me. That's why I'm hiding all this from you. After this, the next day, both Ray and Lena dropped Lena's parents off at the airport, and after they leave, Lena kisses Ray and says that now there is no secret between us. Many years have passed like this, and once again Ray notes that Lena is talking to someone in an attractive way. When asked, Lena says that she is talking to her friend. The next day, when Ray is in the office, he phones home but no one picks up the call, so that he understands that Lena is not at home. Then when he goes home, he forcefully asks Lena about it. Hearing this, Lena adds, "I went to my friend's place if you are having doubts, so now I will phone him and ask him." After this, Lena contacts her acquaintance but no one picks up the call. Then a few days later, Ray gets to know the truth regarding a friend of Lena's. Actually, Lena used to pay this girl to show her her companion. Then when Ray challenges Lena about it, she answers, "Yes, you are right. In fact, we already knew you before we met, and our meeting at that party was not an accident. I had prepared everything." At that moment, Ray is incredibly astonished to know all this. A few days later, Ray receives Lena's credit card by accident, and when he checks the credit card bill, he learns that Lena visits a hotel room every Wednesday. Then Ray calls that hotel. Then the receptionist adds that Lena left from here a while back. Hearing this, Ray's suspicion evolves into confidence. That's why Lena is cheating on him, and that's why when Lena arrives home, Ray aggressively confronts Lena every Wednesday. "With whom do you go to the hotel?" Lena informs Ray after hearing this. "That's right, I am having an affair with someone." Lena, like by Sermo, tells Ray that the person with whom I am having an affair is none other than your acquaintance. "But I will not tell you about him, and mine is about that man. The affair with us was already going on before our marriage." On hearing this, Ray asks him if this child is mine. Then Lena would say, "I will never tell you if this child is yours or someone else's." Ray grows upset and then slaps Lena and flees from there. Ray believes that Lena may be having an affair with her buddy Norman, so he goes to her house. Lena and the cops are already present at Norman's apartment. Lena had actually won a police complaint alleging that Ray had committed domestic violence against him, so the police arrested him, and because Ray lifts his hand on his first wife too, she sends him to the mental asylum. Then when this case is heard in court, Lena employs a very brilliant mind and checks all the evidence against Ray, due to which Ray loses this case, and then Ray is transported to the psychiatric asylum. A few days later, Ray thinks of pursuing revenge on Lena, and then he hatches a plan with his friend Elaine. Ray informs Elaine that maybe Lena is having an affair with your husband Larry, and that he also plans to run away with her. Used to be now, according to the plan. Elaine phones Lena and says that Ray told her that there was a defect in Lena's master plan so that she could be caught. Hearing this, Lena gets curious and goes to meet Ray to find out what is wrong with her concept. Ray's roommate disturbs the guard and takes her away from her. Then Ray tells Lena that your method was incredibly brilliant, but you drove me nuts to show it and made a mistake, since being crazy may do anything and they do not have a case. Saying this, he strangles Lena and kills her, and the movie finishes here. I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. Movie Lover will meet you again with new story. Till take care.